Alright guys, so from the thumbnail to here has been weeks, and I actually got caught up and couldn't film the video when I took the thumbnail. So anyway, this is my HobbyNut haul for this month, and I wanted to show you guys what I got and encourage you guys to go over to HobbyNutModels.com. You can get the same stuff. So as always, like every order, I get Tamiya black paint. I got semi-gloss black. This is the lacquer. Got gloss black, gloss black, gloss black, and semi-gloss black. Wow, Matthew, that was exciting. These are like go-tos, like when you're painting stuff, it dries so fast, and it's a great flat or a great semi-gloss or even a great gloss. They just dry fast. The enamels take a lot longer to dry, but when I'm doing chassis and things like that, I tend to always go to the Tamiya lacquers. So you can go find those over there at HobbyNutModels.com. Also, I can't get enough of this stuff, the Mr. Color Leveling Thinner. That stuff is wonderful, I guess. I mean, it seems to work pretty darn good. Have you guys ever heard of a placebo? It's like when they give someone they say, okay, you have a sore throat, so we're going to give you this medicine, but really the medicine isn't anything but some like candy, and the person says, man, that made my cough go right away. I don't have a sore, you know, but it really wasn't anything for a sore throat. Do you ever wonder do you ever wonder if they do that to us in the modeling community? This Mr. Color Leveling Thinner is, I use it in my enamels, I use it in my lacquers. I've even heard people using it in like acrylics and stuff. I don't know how that works, but anyway, I use it in all my paints, and it seems to work great. Now, if I'm just doing like flats and things like that, I will just use the Mr. Color Thinner. This is just a normal thinner. This is a leveling thinner. This is a slow. This thinner allows your paint to level out before it cures, before I guess before the thinner evaporates out of it, so it gives it more time to level out. But anyway, it was just a funny thing, like, does this stuff really work? Well, something's working. Either it's the MCW paint, or it's the leveling thinner, or it's both. So I encourage you guys to go over to HobbyNutModels.com, check it out, grab you some of this great thinner. I use it every single time I spray anything through the airbrush. That's cool. Also got a bottle of Alclad Chrome. This is some good stuff right here. It's ready to spray right out of the bottle. Shake it up and spray it. There is a technique of how to spray the chrome paints. You don't just lay it on like you would a enamel paint or something. It's just going to look silver, but there is a technique, and you have to do it a certain way, low pressure, and you kind of spray it at an angle. It's like you don't spray head on, I guess. That's what I've been taught. But anyway, got a bottle of that, and then I got 2 more bottles of this stuff. That was no pun intended. Green Stuff World Chrome Metal. This is for airbrush. Now he also has it for brush. I've got some of that too, where you can actually brush it on with a brush. It's the best brush chrome. It is so good. But this is already thin. Now the brush is thicker. This is thinned where you can spray it put it right into your airbrush. Everyone has their own personal taste. Some people, I think my friend Mark Batson just loves Alclad and makes it look so phenomenal. I kind of tried it all. I kind of bounce around AK, Alclad, Green Stuff World, Spaz all this stuff. But anyway, this is some good stuff. And I got 2 more bottles of that. And then I got more primers. This is the primer that I always use when I paint my cars. Typically I use the gray. It's going to be the 1500. You can get it in 1000. I don't know which one Mark carries, but anyway, this is 1500 Mr. Surfacer gray. This primer, I cut it 50-50. I use either this or the leveling thinner when I cut it. So that is you can use this, or like I say, it's primer. You don't really have to use the leveling thinner, but the leveling thinner will work just fine if that's all you got. So I got 2 of the grays. I got another black, because if you're going to, if you're painting a dark paint job or something like that, there you go, get you some black primer. They call it surfacer, but I call it primer. Some people call it a sling blade, or some people call it a Kaiser blade. I call it a sling blade, you know what I mean. And I got another bottle of that. And then depending on what color you're spraying, you got mahogany, so it's more of a brown, so it's not like super dark, but it is a darker color. And then also you can also get white, and I think I have some white, but then I get this this pink. So if you're maybe spraying a red paint job or something like that, or a pink paint job, there's your surfacer that you would want to use for that. And then finally, I saw this on there, and I purchased this Revell. It's actually monogrammed because it's 1/24 Shelby Cobra 427. These things are the ultimate of supercars from the 60s, I think. And Carroll Shelby just changed the world when he made these. Took an AC Cobra, which was a British car, and put the Shelby-ness on it, and made it a American supercar. I think they said that you could do 0 to 100 and back to 0 in like 10 seconds, or under 10 seconds, or something, right at 10 seconds. But anyway, I saw that kit, and I got that. I do already have it. Let's see, no, that's the 25th. So Revell also has one. It's the race version, so it's got the numbers and all, and it's 1/25 scale. It's like the Revell Germany box. I don't know if it's Revell Germany, but it's the thinner box. But then this is the monogram edition of it. I don't know which one's better. I don't know, because I've not built either one of them. But anyway, cool kit. All right, so that's the little HobbyNut haul. And again, can't say thank you enough to Mark over at HobbyNut Models for just supporting my channel so much. He's a great guy. I got to see him over at Acme and visit with him for a few minutes. He was on a mission. He had a buggy full of carts. He had a cart full of kits, and he was having fun, and I didn't take too much of his time, but I got to see him for just a few minutes. Anyway, guys, hey, again, go check out HobbyNutModels.com. Always in the description of the video. If you'll use the link that's in the description of the video, and you do purchase something, I'll get a little credit for that. So if you don't mind, and if you can't, you know, I understand, but if you can, hit that link, let it carry you over there. And when you get something, I'll get a little credit. And like I say, no big deal. You go over to HobbyNut Models regardless, and see what he's got to offer. Anyway, guys, thanks for my Patreon members. Thanks to everybody that views these videos and gives them a thumbs up. And again, special thanks to HobbyNutModels.com. All right, guys, take care, and we will see you super soon. I promise. All right, bye.